it doesn't normally get the final product. Accra Hearts of Oak, in its sense, looking at their team last week against Nations, they played very well. They created chances, and I believe they are solid. But with the likes of Kelvin Obing, which we know, he was the player that scored against Accra Hearts of Oak last season, that their last match, and they have a new player in Emmanuel Mafu, who scored 2 goals last week. He is very quick on the ball and very direct. If Hearts of Oak are able to mark these 2 players, I believe Hearts of Oak can carry the day today.
Okay, so still live on Metro TV, Original TV, Alpha TV. Najid.
Latif, he will be the center. We have the second assistant referee. We have Alasan Hilulu. Then the 4th official is Imoru Oxman. Then the match commissioner for today is Jose Richard. Yeah. Now for Accra House of Folk who are playing at home, Benjamin Asari is the goalkeeper. He's the captain of the side. We have Theophilus Collison, Osei Kevin Esibe, Samuel Amufa, Hamza Issa, Sani Ishak Muhammad, Ransford Mensa, Muhammad Hussein, Asamoah Boatin Efriye, Yaya Abdurrahmani, Stephen Apia Asari. Then for Aduana Stars, the Oja Boys, we have Masaudu Inusa, Kojo Amuakon, Rich Saki, Abdullah Adams, Emmanuel Mafo, Kevin Oben, Everest Aldo, Richard Tete, Gideon Boating, Alex Boache, and to complete the list is Hans Amponsa. So these are the guys who are going to do battle for Aduana this evening.
All right, so 2 managers, Coach Watara, Coach Yawechampo, they fielded strong side this evening, and it's match day 5. Talking of the Ghana Premier League at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. Phil, I know the 2 of you don't like predicting. Very soon you'll be handing over to our commentators. You still think it's going to be a difficult game for Accra? So
before why are you laughing? I normally don't give predictions before the game. I like to probably at halftime I can, but this game is going to be, it's not going to be a game that you see a lot of goals. In their last games, in their last 5 games, it's always been 1-1, 1-0, 1-0, 1-0, 2-0, 1-0. So it's going to be tight.
Najid.
I can't predict, but still, the 2 tactical coaches, as you said, head to head, we give it to our champion because he is leading Watara by 1 because he won the last encounter with them. But these 2 systems that the 2 teams are playing, talking about the 4-4-2 and the 4-3-3, it would depend a coach that will vary the system very well, that will win this match, because we all know that traditional 4-4-2 has been our star. Now playing 4-3-3, the only advantage that you get an additional man in midfield that will help you. So Coach Yawechampo, who is playing the 4-4-2, if you don't take time, anytime there is a midfield battle, that your 2 central midfielders, they will be left alone because you have your wingers that will be going. That brings in coaches in almost 3v2, and they can punish them on that. And one thing that they should also watch, that if they are going, because they will retort back to the 5-4-1, which means that when they are defending, they have more men to defend. But when they are going, because you are pushing more men for it, and the Aduana side decide to go on the counter break, they will punish Accra House of Folk. Okay,
Phil, if they are to win tonight, Accra House of Folk, will you say they should stay here, the University of Ghana Sports Stadium? They should make here their home ground?
Obviously, it looks like their fans are already loving the place. So, and they've already won a match here. Looking at the way, the patronage of the fans, the last time, I would say, yes, they have a positive feedback, and I believe they should make this place their home.
Najid, new home for Accra, so for if they are to win.
They've been to Cape
because the fans are saying, as for University of Ghana Sports Stadium, no, it's our new home. We love playing on that particular pitch. So you think they should adopt it if they are to win tonight?
I think that when the Accra Sports Stadium is ready, there's a song we are always loud. Maybe that day Sambe. They will be the same people. Now we say that let's go back to Accra Sports Stadium. But we shouldn't take anything. When they came here, I think that they've seen luck here. So if they want to make the Legon Sports Stadium, the University of Ghana Sports Stadium their home, I think that to me it will suit them. But they shouldn't forget where you were at first. Don't try to abandon that place. The nation's Wembley has really helped them. They've won so many. So why? You know, their team is entirely a new team. You know, I'm telling you, because when you look at the squad that they play with, their last match day 30, and you look at the team that they have now, and tell you that across they were not here. It's working. I think that they found a new home, but they should not forget that Accra Sports Stadium is still their home.
All right, but gentlemen, do you think we should have this kind of more games, Friday night football, in our league, in our Premier League? Because at this time, most of the workers, they've closed from work and they will come to the stadium to have fun, enjoy the game, especially Accra, Suffolk, Aduana, even Kumasi, Santikoto. All the clubs should have Friday night football on our screens.
I believe it's a great idea. If you talk about, we've watched already a Sunday night game. I'll talk about the night game, not only Friday night. We can even have a Monday night game, Saturday night as well, because most people feel relaxed.
I mentioned Friday night because it's start of the weekend. Most people will not work the following day, so they will have time. And also, but Monday night, Tuesday, a lot of people will be going to work. Well, and we won't have that numbers in the various.
That's another point. I get you on that. But when it comes to the night game, especially Friday nights, Saturdays, and let's say Sunday nights, you know, in that atmosphere, most people are more relaxed. They feel there's no hot weather. They feel at home. And because it's evening games.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So live on Metro TV, Original TV, Alpha TV, and the Ghana Football Association. This is the home of the Premier League, and we're live at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. Now, Aduana Stars. We heard the Nana Domahene. He motivated the boys that no. He is the owner of the team. He's not discouraged, even though he knows they are not playing well. They have only 2 points this season, but they should go and beat Accra. So if they finish, they should come back and have this big, huge package for the players. It's motivation enough for the Aduana Stars boys. Now, with Accra, so for the fans, you were here. You watched that fan who was throwing money at the players when they beat Bechem United. It's something that for a very long time we don't see our crowd of supporters doing that. So the fans also promised them, hey, beat Aduana Stars, the money will flow. Is this motivation enough for the two teams?
General, I think that for motivation, I believe that 80% of motivation must come from you, then 20% from others. So the players themselves are motivated, and I think that the 20% from Nana Domahene to the Aduana Stars players, I think it will really ginger them. Don't forget, Accra Suffolk, as you said, the supporters, I've also talked to them, score Aduana Stars. When you score Aduana Stars, that's what we are going to give you. So I think that both teams are motivated, but when others motivate you and you yourself, you don't motivate yourself, that is where the problem is. That's what I'm saying. The 80% must come from them, and the other 20% must come from those that have promised them.
All right. So, Phil, you want to add something?
Yeah, I believe that in the matches that Aduana won against Accra Hearts of Oak, Aduana was in the better shape than Accra Hearts of Oak. This time around, Accra Hearts of Oak looks in a good shape to face Aduana today. Aduana going back, losing 2 games, drawing 2 games, and coming back today after losing 2 games to meet Accra Hearts of Oak, who lost their first 2 games and winning and drawing their last game is a factor. It's a big factor because Aduana beating Accra Hearts of Oak last season, they were on a winning streak when they beat Accra Hearts of Oak. Today, it's not like that. And that in itself, Accra Hearts of Oak traveling out, coming back is a motivation for Accra Hearts of Oak. Better than Accra Hearts of Oak. And everything shows that they
to that this one I don't go with Phil, because if you look at her to the matches that they've played, House of Oak has won just 3, Aduana Stars have won 8. So to me, whether 3 against 8, it's huge. It's very, very huge. So to me, they are still their boogie side. So I wouldn't be so. Right. If Aduana cause a stay here.
And it's time for the game. (26°C), humidity around 68%, with wind speed of 34 km/h. I must tell you, the crowd is absolutely going wild here at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. Well, good evening to you. Another crazy night of an eagerly anticipated revenge for the Oak family against Aduana FC, a team that has caused them sleepless nights in the last 904 days after 360 minutes of football. Aduana have got their own issues this season. They are in the relegation drop zone after 4 outings, 2 losses to Nation FC and Young Apostles, leaving them with just a point above Legon Cities, who are 18th. For the Phobians, it's going to be a spirited performance against Bechem and Nations, and they hope to carry the same mood into today's match against an opponent's voice they would identify even in their dreams. A lot of new faces in there for both clubs, with just a few remnants of the old squad left. Kevin Obain, Hamza Isa, Emmanuel Bobi, Jose Sibe, and some of the faces from the previous fixture you can recognize. What a game we're about having, as we also see the officials in our shots. But talking about our Job Boys, they'll be without their captain, Sam Adams, who's got a bit of injury, a very experienced player who just turned 2 days after he got his birthday, the 35th birthday, I must say. And he's not present. That will referee your shots for today. Abdul Latif Adari, one of the referees, will be handling the African Cup of Nations qualification game home between Lesotho and Gabon at the Moses Mabhida Stadium in Durban, South Africa, on the 15th of October this year. He's also handled the WAFU under 17 games at the same venue as the Accra Hearts of Oak squad, with very, very experienced players in your shots. Hamza Ita returns to the starting lineup, as well as Asamoah Boateng, the former Nation FC player. Hussein, what a player he's been, picked man of the match against Bechem United, and he'll be hoping to bring the same game to this floor. Also, there's a toss, 2 captains for you in your shots. That's Boache of Aduana. Intact lineup. There's no changes to the starting lineup for both teams, maintaining their previous
lineups. For Hasselfolk against Nations, they maintain the same lineup. Whilst Aduana FC maintains the same lineup against Young Apostles. That's confirmation of the official senior shots. With fourth official being Dr. Osmani Moro, a former student of the University of Cape Coast, and Dar himself, a student or former student of the University of Education Winneba. Well, my name is Kwa Vector, and Phil Anna will be alongside me in commentary position. Phil, this is a big fixture. Citing their players, you can see it's Bay, Hussein, Ransford Mensah, all of them in your shot. And they're in their favorite home colours, the rainbow colours. As the referees checked, make sure that everything is intact for this intriguing fixture. Well, emotions are really flat. Fans believe that this is the Hasselfolk they have been looking for throughout this season. Not having the best of the season in terms of starting it. Lost to Basaki Holy Stars on match day 1. And the same mode applied at the Kano Sports Stadium when they lost against Kano Heart of Lions, but managed to get into their frame against Metrim.
What the fans are really looking for is a team that can conquer Africa. That is what they're looking for.
And very great top, and they'll be kicking or attacking from left to right. Was Hasselfolk themselves will be attacking from right to left in your shots. Masoudi Dramani, as far as the Black Galas' campaign are concerned. Oh, certainly, that's Osama Boate in your shot. And that's some of the Phobia fans. So there we go, we've had it. A bit of silence. Well, there's a FIFA referee who will take a look at his watch, at his juncture. What's a night of football? Certainly the people love it. It's a football craze community, and you can understand. He's under so many games on the, at the continental level, even in the CAF Confederation Cup and as well as the CAF Champions League. He understands the tenacity, the tension of these games. Taking a critical look at his watch as he ensures that we kick off at exactly 18 o'clock GMT here. So there we go for the first 45 minutes. Already kicked off. So there we go officially for the first 45 minutes in this fixture. With Drummond having it, hit it up at the far right hand side and it's out. What a player it's been for Hasselfolk. It's been quality addition on the right hand side. It's even at this juncture. There's Hasselhoff 0, Aduana Stars 0 at this moment. There's a 26 meeting between the two sides in the last 15 years, dating back to 2009. Interestingly, Aduana FC won the first fixture by a goal to nil. That's back to the right hand side. Aduana looking for Sani, couldn't pick it. And it's back to him again. We'll find Sibe. Sibe has got a lot of work to do at the back. As for Mensah, he goes to the ground. Free kick. Okay, Hasselhoff. What a lovely left back is made for their Phobians.
He has a sweet left back. He scored with that leg with a free kick against Bechem 2 weeks ago at the same venue.
We'll be seeing a lot of Samuel Amufa. That's going to be a pair alongside SB and Ransford Mensah, as well as Yaya Abdaman. Samabwante couldn't fetch the ball. He's out and is well watched by Saki. That's coach Abubakar Ouattara, Ivorian international, who is looking to turn the page on Accra Hasselhoff walls this season. What to believe in his lads. Aduana Stars, and this is back to Saki, who was taking a walk. Notch it down the right hand side. Couldn't pick his captain. Here's Hasselhoff, Groves. Sorry, finds Mensah. It's back to Mensah again. Referee Latif Anjari spotting an infringement. And there's a big man down for the Aduana Stars, and there's Aldo, who seems to be in deep trouble. And the medical team really called to at least assist with the situation. Looks to have picked a bit of a pull. It's important that he continues this game for the Oja boys. The Doma Base Club has got a rich CV as far as the Ghana Premier League is concerned. Winning him back in 2017. Also quite creme de la creme of squad. Lots of quality players. He has been hit to the far right hand side, but it's a throwing advantage to Aduana, who really pushing bodies now to Accra Hasselhoff's territory. Well, I tell you, there have been a lot of casualties for Aduana Stars, with most of the big men falling out. As far as coach, yeah. Shampoo is concerned. But here comes across the hook to the Miyashari with his first touch of this encounter this evening. It's a touch from behind. Is Hamza Issa. Also receive the sympathy of the referee. Amufa finds the Sibe. Works for Hussein, picks him. There's another push from behind. Ronaldo needs to be careful. Well, that's a darling boy at the moment. It's tossed off his side. Mohamed Hussein. Let's just look at it. It's now floated into the GNF's 18-yard, and it's picked up by Masawudu. And he'll find his colleague on the left-hand side. Picks that up. Let's drop into the middle to pick Saki. He finds the man in the touche at Tamaku. Lovely play. But again, it's Asari who intervenes that one. Hussein is stripped. That's a real push from behind. It's getting a bit interesting.
Hussein looks fantastic on the ball. anytime he's being attacked or something, he controls the ball very well. He makes sure he gives the right pass.
Olamufa will pick it up. That's a long one into Aduana's area. Couldn't pick the real man. Hamza really arriving a third late. And it was a shoot ball that was delivered into the 18-yard. Aduana needs to be careful. They've always been the favourites on paper. And it's these two sides mates. Yeah, back. But Amwako couldn't really mop those long ball that was footed towards him. He needs to be careful. Hasselhoff free kick once again. Just 6 minutes. And the Phobians have already had 2. As Yao Champon, part of the Barcelona 1992 Ghana team that won bronze. I've also played for some of the big teams in Turkey, Shadun Sport and the likes, as well as Real Sociedad. Here comes the ball into Aduana's area and it is smashed away by Mwako. It's lovely picked by Aldo, drops it into the middle to find Boateng. Boateng goes down from the challenge of Asamoah Boateng. Name alike. Rich Saki will lift it for Wachi. With a long hit. Can it be picked by Mwako? He gets to it. He will have to send in a lovely cross into the channel. Couldn't pick anybody. Lose everyone. And again, Yaya had it all the way covered at the right hand side. And it's coming off Aduana player. Henson Aponsa. The fans are really letting their presence felt at the stadium. Those lovely shouts. As Aduana will come forward with a free kick. This is what I throw it. As they push a lot of bodies up front. Let's try and hit Hasselhoff on the counter. It's pushed out. It's cleared away. But here comes a hit between Boateng. The best of run from the striker. Very slow build up between the two sides. You can understand. The passion between these players is always palpable anytime they come clashing at each other. Lovely ball. Still far left hand side to pick Henson. Aduana allowed to exchange some passes in their own territory, with Adams being invited. Sends a diagonal one to pick his man or Bain. He's been given a real chance. Got the money to keep possession. Mufa hit it up front. Comes out, goes down. The referee, Latif Andari, will have none of that. Hussein. And it's Aduana once again in possession. Here comes Aldo. Trying to play a bit of stylish play there, but what a shot that was footed. And Benjamin Ansari on the right place to just collect it calmly.
Aduana are trying to use the wings to create chances to see if they can score a goal. They are pushing men forward to create chances.
That's what they've got to do. Well, I was just on the touchline, a few minutes on, just eardropping, and head coach Yao Champon says that, or telling his boys that they need to hurry up and score across the fork so that they can return. They've got a long journey to Doma. Quite an interesting one, isn't it?
Very interesting.
Well, 10 minutes, and it's still barring between these two sides. But Aduana will come from the left-hand side now, and they have been dispossessed by Hasselhoff. Sani couldn't hit it to find a Lisman, but Hasselhoff comes into the picture. It's dropped deep. Ransford needs to be careful. I'll do have it. Finds his talisman. Here they come again. Is Aduana Stars twisting and turning. Committing a lot of bodies up front. That's Emmanuel Mafo. Well, that's the current top goal scorer in the Ghana Premier League for this season with 3 goals. Also nominated for the Player of the Month award alongside Kamaradini of Mediamite and the James Azaya. That's a bit of a rest still. And the advantage will stay with Aduana FC. It was Boateng who was under pressure from Collinson once again. And you can see the gesture from Coach Abubakar Ouattara, who will issue a lot of instructions. It's your second game home at this venue. It's floated up front, and again the big hands are there to collect it. Benjamin Osari is equal to the task. Captain on the side not having any troubles at all dealing with that one. I'll see you hit it to the left hand side again to pick him off. We'll walk up front to Ted. Pick Hussein. There's still Amofa twisting and turning, looking for space. We'll leave it for Colin Saint, who has Ransford Mensah. Plenty of space. Look at they pick Asamoah Boateng again. And there's Masudu who has it. Aduana Stars coming forward, walking pace in this game. Mafo will leave it for his colleague. And it's dropped deep to find Adams. It's another lovely play and it's well touched. Finds Mafo. Needs to be watched. And it's dropped to Tete. Hamza for Krasafok. It's a big bit of miscalculation from Sani. Aduana comes forward now to Aldo. Lovely play. There's a man in plenty of space. That was nearly a bit of trouble for Accra House of Folk. They need to work their back.
Accra House of Folk have been slow on the ball. They need to inject some pace into the game. Aduana are piling on pressure, pushing more men forward for them to see if they can probably get a goal.
Well, it's Keldin. Bain, he was trying to pick Henson. Not the best of pass to pick the man who is lacking around the far left hand. Unless they've got something. There's a corner kick for the Oja boys. Well, pushing a lot of bodies now into across the folk penalty area. And the likes of Boateng, Henson, Aldo, Tete all joining the fray. As he gets ready to bring in a crossing. As a grand ascent, Henson fights it. He still holds on to it. Returns it back to find Boateng. His left hand deep. And as well taken care of. It's pushed out to find Hussein. Lovely pace from Hussein. It's stopped by Tete. Saki. Amaku. It's dropped deep. Received it with his chest, but already in that web. That's again the man you need to be very worried about. Manuel Mafo.
Aduana are controlling the game. They are trying all they can to create chances in and around the 18 of Accra House of Folk. Emmanuel Mafo, who is a deadly striker who joined from New UBC. Is hungry for goals, and Accra House of Folk has to watch him.
It does not spill any area. It's a lovely play. That's Mafu once again going through the traffic of bodies. Goes down. You need a bit. Offense pushing up front to conjure a bit of magic. Yet to score for the complex in Abrankesi. He's got Boateng all to himself. The left-hand piece of play from across.
That was a lovely cross by Stephen Appiah, and they should cross him more balls because Aduana seemed to be making mistakes at the back. The defenders are caught ball watching.
Back for Aduana this evening. Charlie is blocking most of the channels to ensure that House of Folk do not really cause a lot of havoc up front anytime they are approaching the final third. Well, lanky player, he's got a physique, he's got a height. But the House of Folk fans really not in agreement with what they've seen from the team in the last 17 minutes. They believe that the team could lift their game a bit. But Saki is good to go. As we get to continue from where we left off in this crunchy tie.
I believe Accra Hearts of Folk wants to see what Aduana are bringing to the table today, to probably increase the pace in the second half. But the question
on this Masamudu, he'll be hoping to drive a long one in. And there it comes. It's pushed up front once again from the back. And it's well defended. Right, it's House of Folks throwing. With Yaya Draman. Al is coming for it. I've not really seen Sani Mohammed in this game. He's not received a lot of supplies. The best of skill from his men. Saki and Mwaku, lovely play there to beat his marker. Finds Mafu with that lovely back heel. Alto. And that's a big one coming from the big man of B. He misses it. Henson. Didn't really connect. Oh, that was a bit of panicking moment for the Phobians once again. And it was a quick counter play from Aduana.
Aduana are being aggressive on the ball, very aggressive, and House of Folk seem to be missing in action. If they don't inject pace and aggression into their game, Aduana could get the first goal.
Also, this was a lovely fend that was coming from the big man himself. Albeit he was looking for Henson, couldn't pick him. The Phobians will say thank you, and they will regroup from the back through where Osei has to be having stationed, drifted across field to nobody in particular. You can see the fans are excited with that decision from their big centre back. Joining from 11 Wonders.
Watara always wants the boys to keep the ball on the turf, and that is not what Accra Hearts of Folk is doing right now. That's why he's on the touchline.
That's a big Touch once again on Richard Tete, and you can see he's not excited about that touch. And he complains to the referee, but just look at it. That was a bit scrappy from Hussein. Hussein scored 10 goals for them. It's a real danger man. He'll look to be the torn in the flag. Of this Hasselhoff defense this evening as Aduana will push forward once again. Hussein bit into it. That's Boache. The best of play, Aldo brings it forward. And there's nobody for the Aduana Stars to hack onto the ball. There's a lot of quality play from the two teams. Collins in, breaks it. Reorchestrator in the middle. But I've not just seen much of him in the last 27 minutes. It's a bit missing in action. So perhaps he has been overcrowded by this Aduana midfield. Who's got so much experience.
Aduana are playing the man marking, the normal man, old man marking that we used to know. They have two midfielders, but then defenders join the midfielders to pack the midfield, and they play very aggressive in the midfield, making it difficult for Accra Hearts of Oak to find a way to break through their midfield.
Well, perhaps a lot of credit to Coach Yao Champo as well, taking on the chest by Stephen Osari. Hit it up front, looking for Samuel Boateng. Can he picks it? He picks it, goes to the ground, and trying to release that cross onto the path of Hamza. One of the best of touch from him, the man who scored 13 goals last season for the Nations. You have to find the back of the net for the Accra Hearts of Oak as far as his summer transfer is concerned. Essia throwing halfway line. Sonny is back to Yaya. Or a try to Sibay. Benjamin Asari. With two big steps up front. Finds Hussein. No, still Hussein again. Wins the sympathy of the referee. Quickly thick it. Boating being searched for. And you can see the coach was just signaling that that ball should have been lifted deep into Aduana's area. Just look at it. Also a very reckless challenge from Ado on Hussein. Well, it's back to Boache, who hit it into the middle to find Henson. Adams. Yes, back to Boache once again. Well, left it deep to find Mafo. Well, there's somebody there. Well, let's to deal with him. It's 30 minutes. And then half an hour. Just 15 minutes more to go for this first half department of this exciting exchange. Hamza is trying to cause a bit of confusions there and beat Boache to it. But Boache manages to keep possession for the Oja boys. Tete. Hensin. And it's brought forward looking for Ado. And that's the panicking moment anytime he runs into the channel. But also foul within Hearts of Oak's box. Referee Latif Andari spotting it very well.
Aduana looks confident. They look very confident on the ball. They are very aggressive in midfield, use the wings to create chances. And it's very difficult for Accra Hearts of Oak to find a way to break through the midfield. They are currently using long balls, which occasionally helps.
6 wins for the Phobians as far as their last 25 meetings are concerned, with Aduana winning 9 of them, with 10 of them being settled in stalemate. Got a big question of who's going to win today's one. But a nugget to pick away from the last 4 fixtures is that Aduana has always been favourite. Always living in the capital or even at Doma. They've always caused a lot of pain to the once celebrated African champions. Well, that looks to be another search space for Aduana and Benjamin Asari is issuing a lot of instruction. I just like the concentration bit of this Hasselfolk team. That's a big throw in into the territory. Oh my goodness, that's a big hand to it, isn't it?
That was brilliant. That was a brilliant overhead kick. I believe Asari was not anticipating that coming. But that was a perfect save as well. That was a very good save.
I just study field and he's got 100% focus. When you look at his demeanor. And who takes someone who is well focused at least to deal with that situation. It's brought back again, Hussein. And for this time, Hasselfolk's fears have been cleared. With that whistle coming from Latif Andari. Lots of fans here in their numbers. Anytime Hasselfolk shows up on the radar. Obey. It's cleared by Yaya. That's another great battle between Hussein and Hensin. He wins it. Beat 3 Phobian players. But the final release into the channel once again has been blocked. But a lot of players missing this fixture, and also Franco Usu, who now plays for Elkenas IF in Finland. Being the only remnant to have been properly sent off. The rest of them has been either contract termination or it's due to the fact that their contracts were not renewed. As the player lies on the turf. Oh, that's a bit of challenge coming from Asoma Boate. Just clattering into his man. You can see a lot of interaction now in the stands, especially for the Phobian fans. Well, we've also got the substitutes on the bench for Hasselfolk. Very usual faces of Mauli Wayo, Salim Adams, Ahmed Ramzi Youssef, Rafael Lampunsa, and Amankwa Beifi all sitting on the bench. And for Aduana Stars, the likes of Silas Kwekudria, Justice Tochuchi, Jose Prince, another team manager for Aduana FC in your shots at the moment. Well, you can see Fatal Mohammed, formerly the captain for Accra Hasselfolk. He's had a long stint with the Phobians, one of the celebrated heroes. And he's always present to, at least through a bit of support to his former club, his darling club, that has been a skipper for so many years. And that's how dear the club is to him. Well, we look set to continue from where we left off. As we receive so many gestures from the touchline. Oh, it just tells you indeed the emotions. All right, it's highest as far as this fixture is concerned. It's brought forward. Oh, taking on a chest by Aldo, finds his man. Tete, lots of tender, and that's a lovely ball floated in. But again, it's Miles over the goal post.
Aduana again making an incursion. They are creating chances. They are very confident on the ball. Accra Hasselfolk, on the other hand, look very jittery. And they make mistakes in midfield as well. On occasions, they come forward and that's it. This is not the Accra Hasselfolk we saw last week.
Well, a jiffy ago, Samuel Boateng also picking up a yellow card. As Hasselhoff will build something out from the right-hand side. Let's drop into the middle to pay Kamofa. We'll walk forward with it. Looking for a bit of support. Picks Ranford Mensah. Let's drop to Sibe. Just left it plenty of space to at least make a very clear decision of whether to let's spread the ball or go long. That's a big touch on Hussein. It's a free kick. Hasselhoff. Oh, here's a Sibe who had it first. Brought number 5 into the picture, and that is such a very, very needless challenge. Yes, a long ball floated in. Not a bad idea, but again, it was always going to fly into the crowd. It's a proper centre-back shot, isn't it? Not a typical striker's one.
Richmond Tete and Gideon Boateng have been very solid for Aduana. Collison is lost in the game. Totally lost.
Well, Aduana seen most of the ball, 52% in terms of possession. But yet to create any legal opportunities up front. As Collison will hit it down to the left-hand side to find Ransford Mensah. Oh, not the best of touch coming in from the young chap. Number 5. Multiple touches causing him to err in that situation. Sani manages to break forth. It was touched from behind. Well, that's what you got to see from this lovely young chap. That's a moment of brilliance from him. Showing a glimpse of what he can offer in his Accra Suffolk setup if he decides to switch on his full gear.
Amwaku has been very physical in the game. The whole Aduana setup have been very aggressive in this game, not allowing Accra House of Folk any space to breathe on the ball. Anytime they get the ball, you find 2-3 players on them. So it's made it very difficult for Accra House of Folk to even create a chance to find an open space to move into.
Well, Ransford Mensah will deliver one into Jonas area, but that's a poor kick, and it's brought up front to find Obeyne. Has got a Sibe to square off with. He still hangs on to the ball as his colleague gets into the space. It's brought on finally, and that's a perfect call from the referee. Obeyne, and that's the second yellow card of this game going to Amaku of Aduana. The right back, he's been very physical, as my co-commentator have mentioned. But that was Obeyne. Your shots a while ago, the only man to have scored against Accra Suffolk in your previous fixture. And so it's a man to keep an eye on eagerly. He knows how to do it against the Phobians. As Benjamin Asari will issue a bit of instructions once again. And a lot of balls with it. Yaya Draman will hit it, but it's been picked. And that's a free kick. Rather throwing instead. For Aduana, it looks going to be a long kick into the channel, and there it comes. There's a bit of pushing on Sibe, and he certainly winning the sympathy of the referee. And there's a man who sits on the ground. That is Kevin Obeyne. While he stays on the ground, looking to call for a bit of medical help. Obeyne. What a play it's been since crossing over to Aduana. Has been one of the most dependable players that they have always counted on anytime they seems to be in trouble. He's got a lovely height of 8.2 meters. And just 25 years of age. Attacking centre forward. I think joined somewhere in February 2023. And he's been a proper well baptized Oja boy since then. With so many game minutes under his sleeves. Well, here's the man as he jogs off. We continue this entertaining fixture. Osei Sibe. And it's dropped to Amufa. And it's back to the Sibe once again as he lifted deep. Looking for his colleague, but you can see a lot of physicality on the far side from the away team. Collins in. And he used to keep it. Well, perhaps Hustle Fox trying to contain this Aduana side into the halftime break. Ransford Mensah, that's a big kick. And Henson stays on the turf. Well, Henson, one of the players to have returned from loans at Younger Postels, where he helped the team to qualify for the Ghana Premier League. As he returned to his mother club. He's had a stellar return party. Amako delivers a long one into the channel. One of the best of headers. Yaya managed to hit it away, but comes off his marker. Adams. At least averting the troubles that were due to spill within that channel. And they still did manage to pick it up. And it's another strong challenge again. It's a free kick. And Steven Osari, who is the culprit, and you can see there's 10 warning from Latif Ndari. He's not taking it nonsense at all. As we see, scores of fans here. All this last minute chance for Aduana Stars as far as this first 45 minutes is concerned. And we're waiting for additional time. But it's a lovely position. If ball struck, it can be a bit disastrous. There's 3 minutes of additional time to play for. Aduana attacks was across the folk defense. It's match day 5 of the Ghana Premier League, and it's the first kickoff of the weekend. With a lot of stuff happening within house penalty area. A lot of interactions. The movement of bodies going on there. That's Adams, Abubakar. Or rather, Tete will fire that one in. On the best of touch. Steven Osari goes to the ground. And it's a huge relief for the Phobians once again. Oh, so to cool their head. A set of new players who are trying to gel. Hamza himself have been promoted from the Aurora side. That's a lovely touch from Sani. He waits for it again, looking to pass. Oh, hope to break into the penalty. Sets the cross, and the cross was there. Oh my goodness, that was a lovely miss there. Oh, Mofa left it for Baba Adams. He finds Boateng. That's a hot chase from Mafo, picks it. We'll have to deal with SB. Was managed to calm the situation. Oh, they love their football, isn't it? They are really here. And their numbers to throw their weight behind their darling club. Sane, Penton is back to Saki. Well, left it for his captain. Watch it. That's a fog on the attacking foot once again. That's Sane. Lots of decision making, wasting so much time. Well, Ransford. Sosa picks it. Oh my goodness. That's a bit of confusion. Well, today Collinson not really in his regular mood. As we play a few seconds left on the clock, as Abdurrahman comes forward with Tet, finds Hussein. Abdurrahman hacks onto it. This could be a lot of trouble. Someone Boateng, and has been well dealt with by Baba. Right, dumps Abubakari, hits it to Aldo. Next stop by Sibay. Aldo wins it once again for Aduana. Sibay has it for Krasofok. It's switched over to Sane. Collinson. Sane will find bits of help. Sane going solo himself. Finds Hamza. It's brought in. That's a feeble cross. This could be the last minute of this first half department. Ransford Mensah hit it. Abdurrahman Hussein. And it's now onto the far side. That's a lovely hit. Hamza picks it. And who is supporting? Sane lifts it for Collinson. Goes strong! Oh my goodness, that's a big touch there from Masawudu. And that will really conclude it for the first 45 minutes. Oh my goodness, oh boy, what a hit and what a big pump from the goalkeeper. You can understand it, he stays on the turf. Oh, just look at it, it was all hits by the midfielder. And that really concludes it for the first 45 minutes here at the Legon Sports Stadium. It was all started from this left hand side with Sane's smart touch there. As we get ready to come your way with the second half, don't go anywhere. We've got another big 45 minutes coming up on your screens. It's half time. Hasselhoff 0, Aduana starts 0.
So welcome back. This is the home of the Ghana Premier League, and the first half just ended. It's Accra Suffolk 0, Aduana Football Club 0. First 45 minutes plus time added on. It's still goalless. Najid.
I'm not surprised that the match ended in a goalless drawn game, though the match has not ended. But when you look at the two sides, talking about Aduana and Accra Suffolk, I told you from the beginning that Aduana feel comfortable when they come to Accra in the capital to play, and we can see that from them. Looking at how they are stringing their passes together and the incursions that they are making into the final half of Accra Suffolk, I'm not surprised that they are going to get a goal. This evening, one thing that I've realized that Coach Ouattara, his tactics is not working really for him. Because when you look at the number 14 shirted man, Hussein, the moment he gets the ball, he loses the ball so easily, and that is the problem. Collison Theophilus, who always holds their midfield, is also a big problem for them this evening. He's not seeing anything. When you look at his play, everything is poor. Now, when you look at the back line of Accra Suffolk, I was telling you that the way they are playing, when they are defending, yes, they'll go back to the 5-4-1 system, which I've seen that. But when you look at the strikers of Aduana, when you look at their back line, you always see that the two strikers are in between the two central defenders, and I think that it shouldn't be so, because Kevin Osensibie must talk to his partner. At least one should move forward. You shouldn't stand on platform. That is what I'm seeing. To me, for the first 45 minutes, I'll give it to Aduana Stars. They've really dominated the game.
All right, so that's Najid submission. Still live on Metro TV, live on Original TV. We're also live on the Ghana Football Association app. It's Accra Suffolk versus Aduana at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. Phil, midfield action, midfield battle this evening.
Yeah, we expected that, but Accra Suffolk builded into the game so slowly, and it could have cost Accra Suffolk, because Aduana came to the party from the blast of the whistle. They were very aggressive, they were very physical on the day, and that confused Accra Suffolk. To me, that's how I saw it. Accra Suffolk in the midfield, they were non-existent. Aduana took over the game, bullying them in the midfield, bossing the midfield, using the wings. The only problem of Aduana that I saw in the first half was the final product. Although they have a prolific striker in the name of Emmanuel Marfo and Kelvin Obeng being their top strikers that they have, they've not come to the party. Aduana have been solid in defense. They've been solid, especially in midfield. Accra Suffolk, it took them about 30 minutes before they came to the party, and we saw getting to the end of the first half, they pressed and pinned Aduana to their half, trying to create chances to get a goal. Aduana was just a shade lucky that Accra Suffolk didn't find a target. I believe in the second half, when they start the way they left in the first half, Accra Suffolk is going to get a goal. But if Accra Suffolk will just soak the pressure and allow Aduana to come back at them again, Aduana might surprise Accra Suffolk.
All right, so but Najid, it seems as if the two goalkeepers are quite on holiday, because we're not seeing the attacking forward of both sides trying to score. It's just the last few minutes to end the first half before we saw Accra Suffolk shooting one off target.
General, it's true. The goalkeeper is virtually on holidays. It was just the dying embers of the first half that Collison shot wide, and goalkeeper Masaud was his timing, everything, his legs was on point, and I think that he did that. But the problem is, the reason why we are not seeing the strikers shooting or making more incursions into the final terms of both teams is that I think that tactically both teams are very, very disciplined. But I think Aduana came with a mindset, let's hold them in the beginning of the game. Because when you look at the way they are playing, the way they are wasting a bit of time, they have a mindset into this game, and I think it's really working perfectly for them. But in the second half, I think that what Coach Ouattara must do, because I saw him calling for another player for an early substitution. I thought he was going to do that substitution, but it did not come on.
You think in the second half, Ouattara should make that change?
You know, Gattuso, the 4-3-3 system has its limits. And I told you that the main reason why you are playing the 4-3-3 system is for you to have more attacking options, for you to have one extra man in midfield. But if you don't take care, and when you are defending or when you are attacking and the opposite team has the ball, that is where the 3v2 is going to work. And we've seen that in so many continuous occasions, because at the end of the day, the moment Aduana gets the ball and balloon the ball, you found the central defenders of Accra Suffolk wanting. Ransford, Mensah, very poor. You don't see nothing from him. All his crosses are not going to, all his crosses are going to the wrong person, and I think it's not helping them. They brought in Ransford and dropped and made way for this guy to leave, Dennis Kosa. But I think that Dennis Kosa, his crosses was going through. But this Ransford, I'm not seeing any way from him. So for me, today, Accra Suffolk, the midfield is where my problem is. It's not jarring at all. They are playing as but we should use for its last 4 matches. Yeah. So I think by now, that cohesion, that unit must be working.
And also, we've not seen much from Hamza and also Hussein this evening.
Hamza, last season, I gave you the lineup of Accra Suffolk. Hamza was always playing as a false 10. I get him in. He was not playing deep inside the box. But now Ouattara is using Hamza as the main man inside the box. That is where the problem is. And the guy is not getting the goals. So why not go back to where you were using the guy and the guy was getting the goal? But still you are forcing using the guy at a position in which he is not comfortable with. That is my problem. We've not seen Hamza in this game. We've not seen Hamza in this game. Hussein is lost. Hamza is lost. Theophilus is lost. For Ransford Mensah, I don't have words to describe him.
All right, so it seems Coach Champon came with a game plan and they are soaking the pressure and taking them on the counter. Let's see what will happen in the second half very soon. And our commentators will join us and give us the feed all the way from the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. Phil, wow.
Coach Champon came to this game with a strategy. They are not on the ball. Frustrate Accra Hearts of Oak, push them, heckle them, be aggressive on them, and that is working with their heart. They know Accra Hearts of Oak will put the ball on the turf. Don't allow them to play their normal game. So when they lose the ball, as soon as they lose the ball, you find 2-3 players marking the Hearts of Oak player that has the ball, and Accra Hearts of Oak hasn't been able to find a solution to how to break the midfield of Aduana. That is what Ouattara has to work on now. If they come back and they play the same system, the system covers all over the pitch. We expected Accra Hearts of Oak to dominate the game in midfield because they have 3 midfielders in the game. Aduana are using just 2, but occasionally use a midfielder from defense to join them. Accra Hearts of Oak hasn't been able to find a way to break the midfield. You realize that anytime
we saw same against Bechem United here, they were in the first half, they find it difficult to break them.
Exactly.
But the
second half when they came, they controlled the game. Let's see what Ouattara, because the way Aduana is playing, fatigue or let's say stamina, most of the players would drain their stamina. They would be tired very early. So let's see how Accra Hearts of Oak will be able to control the game and then surge on. Else, Aduana, the way they are going, the way they are playing, it will be very difficult for Accra Hearts of Oak.
All right, so we're handing over to our commentators, Victor and Phelanan. Over to you for the second half.
Well, certainly, we're back for the second half department of this game. After enjoying some lovely exchanges in the first 45 minutes. With Hearts of Oak coming close in the dynamics with the last kick. Got what to say from Masaudu Inusa, at least to deny the Phobians. Oh, the Phobians really coming onto the field. And I'm sure it's going to be a very extensive talk in the dressing room, especially from the coach, Abubakar Ouattara. Must have a lot of issues with his players, especially with the way they played. Very lackadaisical play, especially from the forward line. And it'll be prompting A quick substitution of Stephen Osari going up for Kabina Boateng to come in. That's the first change of this fixture. It's coming to add a bit of presence to this across the fork. Attacking threat. Kabina Boateng. You can see Hussein and the lights having a chit chat, and that's the big man for Aduana within the 2 sticks for them. Masaudu Inusa, one of the captains for the Oja boys. Now today has left his duty for Alex Boachi to perform, and his opposite number, Benjamin Osari, also checking teams within his own stick. So there we go for the next 45 minutes with Aduana attacking first. It's back onto the left-hand side where Mufa will pick it, hit it into the middle, looking for Collinson. I'm just wondering why he's still on the turf, to be honest with you. It's not been clicking. It's been really off in today's game. Boshi. Oh, that's a big one. You need to watch this man, Mafu, but what a last minute way to come through for the Phobians. With so many interesting stuff happening. And that's some for the centre back who stays on the ground. Cross session of the big men. Well, sorry, at least he's issued a statement to his team. He said that you win or you settle for a draw. That will be the West as far as he's concerned. That's the skipper. That's big West. I said you are now hit it, hence in, lofting it over. But Sibe once again has been invited to perform a duty at the back and clears his line. Going to be Aduana throwing from the left-hand side. This man has given a lot of defending work for this Phobian backline to perform. He's been running at everything together with this man, Emmanuel Mafu. Tete. And he stopped. Has picked off the chest of Hussein. Another big boot from Boateng. Well, he's looking for his man, Henson. And the flag is pointing to the other way. Across the folk throwing. That's coming up with a touch. That's back to the defensive line. Benjamin Asari. Will hit it back to Mufa. And he lofted it over. Here they come, Kabina going through the traffic of Body Hussein is swept off his feet. And Aduana once again will notch it up front. Looking to pick the big man, but it's been off. That's a lovely back flick. Collinson. And he gives away possession to Aduana. Henson. Man really busy on the right hand side. One of the most impressive players so far for the Phobians this evening. Hussein has got to beat Boateng. Lovely ball looking to pick. Hamza, can he move for it? But as well taken care of. His fit by Boateng. Was really watch his lines closely. Now let's to brush off the ball. And Latif and Dar will play on advantage. But the crowd disagrees. And stopped by Sibe. Mohamed finds Boateng. Looking for a bit of help. Lift it for Yaya. Sends it to Caroline as well, taking care of Marty Stays with the forward. And couldn't really gather the broken pieces. The substitute just come in.
Accra Hearts of Oak have picked up the pace and have started where they left off in the first half. They are using the wings to create chances.
Well, really creating chances. But I tell you what, this Aduana side is not really retreating at all. They are really throwing everything into this game. Here they come. That's a lovely hit there from Kwame now, but it comes to the marker. And you can see Masauru. Oh, that is a real threat, isn't it?
He wanted to hit it to first touch. That was brilliant.
Oh my goodness, from the big man. That would have been sensational in terms of finding the back of the net. He's been electric so far, but he's not been able to connect to the dot where it matters most. And the goalkeeper knows this. That could have been a big hit there. From a big player as well, with a big foot. It's back to House of Oaks territory. Sibe needs to be careful, needs to watch his line. Oh, there's trouble here. And there's a stop. Henson brings it in, and Sibe covers up for his own mistake. A bit of lackadaisical play again.
What was he doing there? He needed to pass the ball immediately because he was the last man there.
But you can see the fans really on the edge of their seats. Just look at it. It all starts all the way from the journey's back to their captain. Here comes the corner kick. That's a big hit, isn't it? Again, it should be another corner kick this time around from the right hand side. And it's Aduana piling all the pressure now on the home side. And that's Butty. He's also a main man for this Aduana Stars team, and he's doing the business this evening. Offensive midfielder. Also had a bit of stint in Saudi Arabia. Also former player of Royal Rovers in Doma. But here comes the corner kick, floated in. It's a brilliant play by Hussein. We'll continue from right left up. It's a great opportunity for the Phobians. Oh my goodness, lots of time wasting from Sani. Oh, the Phobians still managed to keep it. Sani going touch from behind, and the referee whistles. And that's a yellow card. And you can see the youngster not really excited about it. Well, he's a quality player. The only thing left for him to add to his game is his decision making. Is what I've been missing for Sani Mohammed.
Accra Hearts of Oak has started piling on pressure. They started to control the game again.
That's another defending for Aduana to do in today's game. We're talking about Sani. He was a replacement for Salifu Ibrahim, the former Accra Folk man. And as to whether he can fill the big shoes, that's by Ibrahim. It's another question. He's just had his fourth game of the season. Here he comes, looking to get in. Oh, lovely spotted in, but it's well defended. That was a clever run by Esibe into the channel, and it's well blocked.
Anytime Accra Hearts of Oak use the wings, they they create problems for the defenders of Aduana in the 18-yard box. They need to work on that. They need to cross more balls from the wings. They seem to be making mistakes in the box.
Rasford. Going to the traffic of bodies, ends up dashing the ball. Trying to recover, couldn't recover it. Well, it's back to Mafo. Lifts it for Aldo. That's a lovely play to connect to his striker once again, but has players really watching the line with Amofa intervening. Collins in with a best touch by Hussein. That's it all the way covered. That's Yaya Juman once again will bring it forward. Looks to Hussein. A very tricky player, very agile, and best of Killer into the box. Expect from the left hand side. Hensin. It's a quick touch there on Hensin by Yaya. I'm sure referee Latif Andari will be having a bit of caution word for the right back for the Phobians. Just look at this, was a very brilliant chance that was carried. So many of their players flashed out, but so many also back from those loan stints, and he is one of them. And he returned from Young Apostles, like I mentioned. That is a big kick. And he's hoping to pick a rainbow color. And rather finds those in the green. It's whipped up front. An advantage you stay with the home team once again, who are looking for their first victory over Aduana since 2022. It's something they've been searching for, they've been looking for. But Aduana have always got a key to unlock. That's the folk anytime. Can face in each other. Sonny beats Maka. Can he go past the third person and wins the sympathy of the referee? The hand was flashed onto his face. Oh my goodness! That is a red card. And Aduana troubles compound. It's just few minutes into the second half. Looks to be hard working centre back will be in trouble. I hope to see this situation once again. Looks to be Rich Saki. Oh, he got a yellow card a while ago, and then with his tackle on Sani, will make a double for him. So that's a double yellow card, and he received the final confirmation of the red.
I mentioned earlier that they've been physical throughout the game. That has caused this red card. I believe it was an elbow. Yes, it was an elbow.
To really reduce the attacking threat of Aduana in this game. Really hard working centre back being sent off. As for the Phobian fans, it's a bit of relief for them. At least their darling club can really get back into this game. But you can see he's not happy. He's not happy. One of the players who are featured in the previous fixture. Somewhere in March last year. as the Phobians will hope to take advantage. That is way off the mark, and it's a walking goal kick. As Aduana would have to find a way around this game, either to contain across the forecourt to decide to open the game and fancy their chances. Collins hitting it again. There's been up to ship in this game. Inside, there is no hardest game, to be fair.
It's how the coach would approach the game now. Because using the 4-3-3 system against a system
Out at Crossport Stadium to be hosting the Black Stars and Sudan game. But for now, let's Marcel the picks it. A bit of time wasted to help with the situation. Says release back into across the folk channel, headed back. ICB has got a lot of issues with the fans. Last says it. They really complain about his play, where there's relaxedness, but it looks like he's improving. They says it, and he's not been in the headlines as far as the Phobian lads are concerned. Hussein, that's a big brush. It's back into the center cycle. Obin, and he loses out of possession again. It's picked up by Sube, hits it to the left hand side, picks Kwabina. As Hussein going through the traffic of bodies. Bit 2, 3, 4, could not go past the fifth. Mochi. Aduana now sitting deep in the own half as they hope to find their talisman up front. Obin, who now looks to be leading the arrowhead. And that's Hamza. Now he's really getting into goalkeeper Masaudu Inusa. Another great shot. Now standards, but he's struggling a bit this season. After scoring against Bechim on this very turf. Number foul. That's a clever hit. Tete. And he picks Hansen. Yeah. Once again, Hussein has the fuck on the right foot. And it's tipped away by Mwako, and that'll be a corner kick.
Yeah, has been pushed, has joined the attack actually. He's been inverted, he's been playing in midfield right now instead of the right back. And his Accra Suffolk are adding more men forward. They are pushing more men forward to probably create a chance and score goals. The most important thing is to create chances, and Accra Suffolk seem to be doing that now.
Oh yeah, Draman formerly of Wa All Stars. As we have a new entrant coming in here for Aduana Stars. As Henson goes up. Let's see what Gia brings to this. Aduana Stars is clapping it. Oh my goodness, that's a real hit there. That is right off the mark.
That was a lovely slice, but I couldn't find the net. Accra Suffolk needs to be piped. Aduana on the other hand and have resorted to defend deep. And use the long balls into the half of Accra Hearts of Oak.
It is lots of heartbeats.
That was very dangerous, but the defenders saw that coming
from about. Well, Aduana really mixing. Your captain, fantastic, Sam Adams. And it's brought into their box again, but Masaudu arrives early to deal with it. He will stay on the ground a bit. 65 minutes up at Ghana's Premier University campus, Lekon. Masoudi. And you can see the antics from the goalkeeper. We're looking to whip in a long one, which he does. Finds a spray instead of obeying. The inspector. Benjamin Asari, and you can see Osibe signal him. Just kick it. They've not got luxury of time left on the clock. Collinson gives away possession as another person comes in, but is well taken care of there by Sibe. Ransford Mensah gives the ball away. This could be dangerous. Oh, but that's a big hand from Benjamin Asari. And he saves the situation.
That was a brilliant save. Asari has always been to the rescue of Accra Hearts of Oak.
Here they come for it. Let's see if they can make up for their mistake in their territory. Collinson hits it. And it comes off Boateng. Hamza goes down. The referee have none of that. Oh, really? The pendulum swinging in the last 2 minutes in this game, with a lot of clever stuff happening within from Benjamin. But the big question is, can the Phobians make use of the one-man advantage they've got now at their disposal? So let's see. Steven, that was coming that way, and the celebration. As we get to see Salim Adams to be brought in by Coach Obaka Watara, and it's a free hit. Watching who goes off. As we see this player must be a regular face for the Phobians coming. Formerly of near DBRC. His fourth season at Accra Hearts of Oak, and he has played 42 games. He's been able to score 4 goals for them. Let's see if he's got another under his belt tonight, and that will be very crucial to the Phobian success as far as this season is concerned. He loads everybody, but it will not elude Aduana. Martin. As for standing his ground, Aldo. Sani. With Mafo coming to help. We can see he's not got it. Just trying to deal with Mafo. And to take the help of Adams to intervene. But it's quickly thinking now from the right hand side with Yaya. That's another poor ball from the right back, isn't it? You've got to be worried if you're a Hasselhoff fan at this point. Albeit. And the wish still goes up. As Benjamin Asari will complain once again to his back line.
The game is getting physical, and I noticed some few tired legs in there as well. I think both teams would have to make some changes.
Well, that's the big fall of this centre back. A few seconds earlier on, that's Obin Ghost chasing for a goal once again. But Amofar really getting his foot onto his feet, and he stays on the ground. Has been hard working up front. Kevin Obin. What a play it's been. As there's lots of complaint to the fourth official, Imoro Osman, from the Aduana officials or technical team. It's brought up front. Boateng turns, finds Hussein, drops it into the middle to find Collington, drifts it across to the right hand side, picks Sani. There's Adams. There's still Salim. Turning. He couldn't pick Hussein. Or pick an opponent instead. Oh, comes another chase. And Sibe wins the challenge. Oh, these moments are always crucial in games. Now for the dignitaries here, they are enjoying themselves. As we've done 72 minutes, and we're still looking for the team that is going to break the virginity of this game. The virginity of the game is still intact. As Aldo manages to hang on to the ball. Long crossing coming in as Smith deals with it. That's a ambitious play. Really trying to work his way into the Hasselhoff. 18 yard, but it's picked by Yaya Truman. I just love the energy. I was looking to pick Hussein, couldn't pick him at that critical point. Sani fails to get a leg to it. And Aduana will build from the left hand side once again. Yes. Boateng that was brought down. Gideon Boateng. Otuado in your shot as well after naming. Squad against Sudan is here to enjoy the moment in the Ghana Premier League.
He's here to enjoy good football.
Olamako picks it up at the far side. Now asks for his men to show up and receive it, but the captain shows up. Watch it. That is a failed attempt. An advantage. We'll go the other way around. Amofa. Sani hitting it to find Aduana. Brings it quickly into the channel. Obi. He'll look for support. Picks Aduana with his back flick. Who finds Collinson. That's Adams. Hussein goes for the shot, but comes from somebody. And that is certainly Asafo corner kick.
He should have just looked up because there are about 3 players in the box waiting for the ball.
Sani brushed off the ball, but this time around the referee will leave it unnoticed. Aduana. A bit of confusion as to who is going to claim that throw-in advantage, but finally it's been settled. It's Aduana's throw-in. With Abubakar Adams picking it up. Tense finds Abubakar breaking his way into House of Oaks territory. It's brought to Sani, who finds Hussein. Has got a lovely pace, decided to go long here. Hussein, bits to Hussein, finds Salim Adams. Twisted and turning, Adams, oh my goodness! Oh, it's
a very big chance. He should have just picked up one of the players in the box because he was falling off when he took the shot. He should have just picked one of the players in the box to probably get a goal. He was falling when he took the ball.
Oh, that was a big chance for Salim Adams, who fails to hit it. That was a glorious opportunity, and I'm sure the player is not going to forgive himself if he steps his way even. Once again, it's Calvin Obey who is sitting on the turf.
He's giving the Accra House of Oak defense a big problem. Especially Esibe. He is the man who's marking Obeng.
There's Benjamin Asari. He's really stabilized his back with his presence and with his swift communication. But it's free kick for Aduana Stars in this fixture. As Hasafok would have to defend. It's brought in, and again it's to his near post. Tete couldn't really find it, intended target. So Drummond will bring it forward. It's a bit of emergency now from this Hasafok team. Sani drifting into the middle, senses long, who is there to receive it? Marco takes care of it. Baba Adams. And once again, it's the right back who interferes with play. What you can see, Aduana really calming the tempo of the game down, at least to stay in the game. At least picking a point from this big match is better than traveling back to Doma without a point. Hussein finds Boateng. That's a lovely play now, Hasafok. And you can see Marco asking Baba Adam to stay back because there's danger that is looming. Collinson drifted across the fight. Yaya picks him. It could be a lovely ball delivered into the channel. Hussein has the touch. Biggs Boateng. Finds Rashford Mensah. It's brought to Collington. Sani waits for it, receive it. Looking to line up a shot. Took a bit of time to hit that one. Salim Adams fails to make good use of it. SCB would have to contend once again with Obin, and he wins the challenge.
SCB has been solid throughout the game, making sure Obin never finds space to run into.
Well, you can see Ivory International not excited. That's mouthful. Smith deals with it. Collington who gets a foot to it. Adams with a throw in. Picks Boateng, but Boateng's ball to Obin, couldn't reach it. As has been brought across the field to the left hand side. And Mwako has a big tap, managed to keep it on the turf. And finds Gia, the former Nations FC player.
Aduana has resorted to a low block, defending deep in their own half and using the long balls into the half of Accra Hearts of Oak. So far, it's paid off.
Well, it's paid off. Let's see. SCB defense. Quality couldn't pick. It's picked by Boateng. And still Boateng. As we've just got 9 minutes left of normal time for these teams to struggle and see who break the virginity of the game. Here they come. What Adams has been searched for. His picked. Hussein. Oh, that's a very wasteful play. Oh, Salim Adams, the former Kumasi Barcelona Babies player. We'll travel a bit to the United States to have a bit of stint with Cincinnati FC, and is back to join his mother club after failing to impress the technical hard list. Here, Aduana with the big boots up front. Collins in. Respect. Balbin. The Boateng is brought off the ball. Hussein will work for it. Brings in Rashford Mensah. Let's go, Boateng. Hussein. It's still Hussein looking to 10. Sani. Looking for a bit of inspiration. Sani. Oh my goodness. And Adams managed to stand his ground. Now Stan is still looking for his first goal in House of Oak shirt. And that's a walking goal kick.
Accra House of Oak needs to use the wings more. They need to use Kwabena Boateng and Salim Adams more on the wings.
But that's a real pictorial view of Sane's movement. That's a great angle, isn't it?
Perfect angle.
And it's Masawudu. Sending the ball up front. As House of Oak issue a lot of attacking threats from the area. Hussein picks It's rather Collins is rather Aduana who picks Hussein. It's back to Sibay. Amufa. Collins in. Boateng. And they manage to break for a bit. That's another erratic defending from the Phobians. And they need to be very careful.
They occasionally make mistakes at the back. They have to work on that. They are thinking of pushing more men forward and leaving about 2 defenders at the back. Those long balls are very surging and they need to watch it. Aduana are still in the game and they can win it.
Citroen brought in. Hussein gets attached to it. Tete has got our ideas. And there's House of Folks walking. Goal kick. Tete Richard in your shots. So Aduana Stars close to rest. Gideon Boateng. As they introduce Silas Treme. Alright, Silas Treme who gets ready to come in to enjoy the rest of the minutes on the clock. Well, there's been a change of idea. So Boateng will stay on for Elvis Sado to come off. Yes, Elvis Sado coming off. He's played his part. And it's time to take a bit of shower. As we get ready to see a new face. And there he comes with a new message from the bench. That was lovely play, finds Mafo looking for his 4th in this Ghana Premier League. There's a good ball that have been brought in. Oh my goodness. Von Mensah runs back to help. That was just a big mistake.
That was brilliant from the defender. Accra House of Folk are playing a high line. And occasionally,
here's it. Hussein is brought across. Oh goodness me, comes on the woodwork. Oh my word, it's hits into the crowd. Salim Adams.
Aduana in 6s and in 7s. In the defense, Accra House of Folk should exercise a little patience.
Emotional moments. And the fans are really surprised. As we get to see Hamza Issa comes up for Amankwa Befi. It's rather Amufa. Oh, looks like a bit of miscommunication. Because Amankwa Befi making his way onto the pitch, but I'll be confirming to you who is off. But just look at his chance. As well brought on the far side. Party couldn't hit it. And the final touch from Salim Adams, absolutely bizarre kick.
The balls from the wings always causes chaos in the defense of Aduana.
So does it. Hamza comes off as Befi takes his place.
This should have been the first goal.
Well, just look at the movement from Yaya Triman. Oh, Sane hit it up front again. That's Salim Adams looking for what, and it's brought. Oh my goodness. Amankwa Befi couldn't really connect onto it.
The Hearts of Folk attackers need to have composure in the 18. They need to exercise a little patience to place the ball. They're always in a hurry to place the ball at the back of the net.
He'll leave it for his captain to hit. And Alex Bochi has been very, very fantastic for Aduana as far as leading them on in this game. It's free kick. Hasselhoff quickly thinking. Ransford, Nensa. Hussein brings it back to find Collinson. It's hit to the right hand side. Sonny. The best of idea, but managed to keep it. Sonny hits it up from this. It's missed. Bayfit picks it. Managed to keep it. That's a big hit from Salim, and it's swept off by Boachi. Aduana really throwing everything they've got on this game. And it's 6 minutes of additional time, if you care to know. And Hasselhoff will need to find a way to open a scoring account, or maybe, just maybe, Aduana could do the damage control.
I'll give credit to Yawa Champon for the way he set up his boys. Even with the man down, the way they are playing, it's very difficult for Hasselhoff to even get a goal.
Well, just look at a chance that came the way of Salim Adams. Would have to hit it twice. As Masaudu gets ready to ship it off from his area. What a way to keep Hasselhoff at bay in this game after going down. With Rich Saki sent off. Less than 10 minutes into the second half. And a lot of credit to the coach, Yawa Champon, for holding on. Yeah. Cutting into the middle. Finds Boateng, was looking for Salim Adams, couldn't pick him. A bit of miscommunication is brought back. You can see most of the fans really shouting for a penalty. As well dealt with. That's another Haas advantage. Amofa stays on the turf. 5 minutes left to play for. Just look at it. If that ball had come true, it could have been a different story by now. Hasselhoff could have been dancing in the lead. And it stays the same. Collinson hits it to the left hand side. Mankrabefi. Collinson. Salim Adams calls for it. Ransford has it. Hits a long one in. It's missed. Aduana, that's a long hit. Oh my goodness. It's touched away by Masaudu. Aduana stays intact in this game. We waiting staff. Crazy scenes. Oh my world. A lot of heroics from the players, especially this man on the floor, Masaudu.
What a beautiful play by Accra Hasselhoff. Piling on the pressure, making sure that Aduana makes mistakes at the back. They want to get a goal at all costs.
Really enjoying every moment. In case you watch it, aren't you enjoying as well? But just look at a killer into the channel. Mixed by Hussein. Adraman hits it. Interferes with the Aduana player. And the final hit. Oh, twice Masaudu have been caught in dying embers of the game. And twice he's been able to stop the missile.
He's been brilliant. He's been sharp. Very quick.
And the fans really now on their feet. They've created so many chances, but have equally fluffed most of them. Well, sometimes you cannot just blame the coach. It's a bit difficult to to blame him at this point. His lads have created all the chances at those vital areas. But again, the man to own up at this moment for the Phobians, or their savior, maybe is yet to arrive in the next 3 minutes we've got.
I made mention earlier that I'll give credit to Yawa Champo for the way he set up his boys.
Mankwa Befe cutting in. Salim Adams was not fast enough to quickly change it the way he'd have wanted. Sane will change the direction of attack. Some Mankwa Befe will cut in. The alliance picked up by Sane. Mankwa Befe, can he keep it on the turf? Yes, it does. At the far corner side, Betis marker. Could this be the opportunity? Lifts it, simple touch. Aduana.
He's been the main man between Accra Hearts of Oak and their first goal.
And even now, their bench cannot even believe it. They are not up in this game. Well, just look at the movement, straight movement from Mankwa Befe. As we enters the last minute of additional time, but certainly there will be a few seconds left on the clock to run because of the earlier situation with Masaudu in his own penalty area. Ransford Mensah, Befe, Sane, yes, rather Boateng was waiting for the ball to meet him. You know the best, but you can see his vintage performance for Loja boys, and they'll be very satisfied with the point set in this game. It's brought back. There's a big boot in. Latif Andari takes a look at his watch. And certainly that is the final whistle. It's another draw between these two sides. And Yaya Draman faces the ground. He knows it. It should have been their moment. A bit of the special rating on the faces of these Hasselhoff players. They shot themselves in the foot after creating loads of chances and have failed to bury them. But for Aduana, it's a vintage performance. And certainly Doma will really applaud their heroics in Accra. One full time at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. Accra Suffolk 0, Aduana Stars 0.
Comfortable of playing their match here, and we all saw what has happened. To me, tactically they were disciplined, even though they were down by a man, one man. They were able to hold Accra Suffolk to the end. So I think that Aduana Stars have really done what they deserve. That they will continue to be the bogey side of Accra Suffolk, as I told you.
All right, so a beautiful game. Don't forget, we live on Metro TV, live on Original TV, as well as on the Ghana Football Association app, plus Alpha TV. Look at the chances Accra Suffolk created in the dying minutes.
Yeah, Accra Suffolk, they came into the game in the first department of the game. When you talk about Hussein was not seeing the play, but when he came into the game, we saw Accra Suffolk making so many incursions into the final turf of Aduana Stars. But as I told you, they had that chance when Ricky was out, because when you look at the telepathy between Ricky and Alex, I think it was the best. So when Ricky was out, I saw Accra Suffolk trying to make certain incursions, but at the end of the day, when you make those incursions and you are not able to utilize them, that is the end. Aduana Stars, congratulations, they've done it once again.
All right, thank you very much, Najid. We have the head coach of Aduana Stars, Coach Jai Champon, is with us this evening, and he's super excited after drawing against Accra House of Oak. Coach, I can see you smiling, a smile all over your face. What was the reason? Is it because you drew and you played 10 against 11?
Yeah, it was a very difficult game, and especially play 10 against 11. I think the boys have done very, very well.
What will you say now, Accra Suffolk, they become a boogie side for Aduana Stars?
Yeah, we came into 10 things around, but it's just unfortunate that one of our players have to go out, and then we have to suffer.
Did you see the red card incident? Your take on the incident?
Yeah, I'm trying to ask the referee to explain, but I was a little busy thinking of what to do next. So it's football.
Tactically, your side were brilliant. You were able to hold Accra Suffolk till the last minute, and it's 0-0. Your take on the performance so far?
I think we are still working very, very hard to turn things around. We are playing with a couple of young players, and it will take a little time because some of them has not even experienced the Premiership before, even and play under floor like some of them haven't experienced before. So I would say a very big kudos to the technical team.
All right, so 5 games now, and you draw 3, and you still have 3 points in the Premier League this season.
Yeah, we are still working very, very hard to turn things around. Like I say, it's football. Looking at the top, they are 9 points. So the gap is not too big. We still have to push.
Lastly, you play home against Dreams FC.
That is another story. When we reach the bridge, we'll cross it.
Thank you very much, Coach Yao Champon is the head coach for Aduana Football Club, and he's super excited this evening at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. I have Coach Watara with me. Coach Watara, good evening. You don't look happy.
No, I can't happy. It's not normal. You didn't play with a game today, and I can't be happy.
What do you think caused Accra Suffolk? Because numerically you are advantage against Aduana Stars.
Well, it's the so confidence. The coach so confident. The boys, I think everything is easy. I was telling them on the training ground. I tell them before the match. I said this match is not easy for us. Don't think say it can be easy. He's taking it. He lose concentration from the first half up to the 5 minutes before the end. We lose concentration.
It was difficult for you guys to find a rhythm in the first half, even in the second half. You created a lot of chances, but your boys scored. Are you disappointed with the way your guys play?
Well, seriously, I'm disappointed because this is not our game. We have played badly today because of so many pressure. The boys are putting the pressure on himself. Because he think everything is easy in the football. The high level football, anything is easy. Everything is difficult. To win the match against one strong team of the Ghana League, I think he must prepare well, psychological and everything to prepare to go and win.
You'll be traveling to Young Apostles for your next game. Your take on that game?
Well, we are going to make the analysis of this match before. After we are thinking about the Winchi match, no problem for that.
Coach Watara, thank you very much. Okay, so that's the head coach for Accra, so Coach Watara, and he's so disappointed with the results. Okay, so I have the best player with me. Come around, come. Congratulations for winning the best player.
The mechanic said,
Hussein, when you're the best player, we are so down. We to 3 points.
Those a hard luck, Me am as a nyamide seriously, nyamide draw na a boy and nyamide cry.
Coach in the crowd so say enye there or you're down or you're disappointed with more performance and
I know they no correct because Yankasa na here 3 maximum points no. Akobani say ni dey any hwe abeka. Do say yeah. But they no be too China focus on the next game. Osha
fans no buefu obia kasa then or the ma across the fans.
Omo buefu there because born na a boy no. Omo anytime be a win now no omo pay. By best row me say omo we nko na you focus on the next game.
We say and this is the second time we need a man of the match. Then a worker.
Medanya miasi because with my colleagues you know omo modern bone omo mpae bo e kan ama e na metimi na two ba no kure ne nyanim de enyame seriously.
Thank you very much for your time and so that's the man of the match Hussein of Accra Hearts of Folk. We are wrapping up but Najid
won the man of the match, but looking at his mood, he's not even whatever. I'm putting myself in his shoes because at the end of the day, you do everything possible. When you get to the final 12 and you are not able to utilize the chance, then that is a big problem. But to me, Accra Sofo, they need to work on that because at the end of the day, in the very first part of the game, I was telling you that Hussein was not finding his rhythm. That was how Accra Sofo was playing. But at the end of the day, when we were playing that 4-3-3, I told you that the only advantage that you get is just to have another man in the midfield just to help you. But if they play in the counter attack, that is where your problem is. Aduana Stars have really done well, and I told you from the beginning, they've won 8. Accra Folk has won 3. They are the boogie side of Accra Sofo.
Right, thank you very much, Najid. My name is Gideon Ochenim. Gattuso is the Power 7, and we're wrapping up from the University of Ghana. Sponsor. Thank you very much.